spectacular ocean views not far away from the home of the Florida Atlantic Owls, FAU Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida, where they hope this game lives up to the setting. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see, the East Carolina Pirates taking on the Florida Atlantic Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. He's right on target. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. On the move. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Pirates will have it first and 10. The give to the tailback. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
After run, now throw. Pulls it in. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 50. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 17-yard line, threatening the score on first and 10. Looking for space, it's Campbell. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Fancher. fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Owls! PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Carolina sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Throws to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes the offense on first down. The lone back's got it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. Fires and picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Hauser. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call, really nice execution.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Patterson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs. And having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver. As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Looking downfield, it's Hauser. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Threw a pick last time, almost threw another one, but you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience. None. Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. Listen, take the good with the bad, right? He's going to make some plays. He's going to give some away. Let's try to do a little bit more of the playmaking as opposed to giving it to the other team. Finds his man. It's Kelly. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give to the back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Now on the move. Oh, it's out. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida Atlantic 7, East Carolina 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to punch it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
To the air, it's Fancher. Looking to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Pirates. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Fair catch, called for and made. Has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Looking to pass. It's Fancher. Coming after it. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown ECU. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possession.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. The 10. Touchdown, East Carolina. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Carolina, 28. Florida Atlantic, 7.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Unloads to the right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on.
He's got it on the left.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Florida Atlantic has the offense humming, looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Dropping back, it's Fancher. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll leave it with him. Bulls his way forward. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking to throw for it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose. Smashes ahead. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? In this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Fires to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He got a hand on it, deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football.
Running toward the tape. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Owls will snap it on 1st and 10. They want to just keep throwing it. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but build some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Back to throw, it's Hauser. He looks that one in nicely. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Running the option, it's Hauser. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle in the backfield.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the move, he fires. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the... He's going for a big play downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Fancher. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Harris. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Pirates will kick it away to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this.
He's off to the races. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Looking for a man. It's Fancher. Going for it all. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Campbell. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Carolina, 35. Florida Atlantic, 21.
Fair catch called for and made. Carolina sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going up top. He's got it down the left side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Pirates. What a catch and run for 6.
Well, This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
22. Florida Atlantic, 21.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Back to pass, it's Fancher. Oh, he wants it all. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. That's caught. It's Campbell. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down.
Let's go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Right down the middle. Working on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
After the misfire, it's second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Now the toss. Touchdown, ECU! And the beatdown has ensued. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida Atlantic, 21.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Owls! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. Just it makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Wants to throw. It's Hauser. Makes his connection. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. The Pirates will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
This offense has a second down play.
Black 24.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Owls in the hurry up. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Hayes. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Tuna. Come on, snap.
Dropping back, it's Fancher. Dances away from the heat. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, East Carolina 49, Florida Atlantic 28.
On the ready.
First down to start the drive after the break.
Gorilla.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Firing toward the end zone. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
A fair catch called for and made. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Looking to the big tight end, and his throw is incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted, receiver ran on the route, just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Now facing a third and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field, and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Unloads it downfield. And it's caught inside the 20. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 5 is in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Fires to the big fella. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's Smith. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. Oh, it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Calls his own number. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Sullivan. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. This guy's having a game that feels like half a season for some. He's over 450 yards.
And he is so dialed in with his offensive coordinator and play caller with what they want to do and how they want to attack this defense. It seems like every single snap, he's read the coverage. He knows exactly where to go with the ball.
Makes the grab. It's Campbell. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3.
Here we go.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Getting set for first down. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. Touchdown, East Carolina. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Fort Atlanta Atlantic offense will return to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. He is having a day. Already visited the end zone 3 times, and he might get back there again soon, David.
I mean, just crazy. He's getting open. They haven't had an answer for him. You think at some point you go, all right, he's not going to beat me anymore, but the defense continues to give up yards, and he is like, yes, please.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Fancher. Finds his man down the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. On the ground, it's Campbell. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll run the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off play action. Looking for an open area to his left. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football. Let's kick the extra point and go to overtime.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they decide to tie it up in the final seconds. Looks as if we could be headed for free football. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the air. It's Hauser. Dumps it to the back. Got his man on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. And they're on top here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown.
Easy. Cut it, cut it. Arrow.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It leads to 2nd down.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down.
Easy.
The give to the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a 2nd OT. And the extra point is good. Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on first down.
Come on, set.
Power football with the run. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground and getting upfield.
On the double.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Jackrabbit. Flip. Ready, go.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now in the 2nd overtime, you must go for the 2-point conversion.
Cricket.
Using his feet. They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT.
East Carolina, 63.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. To throw, it's Hauser. Throws to the tight end. Got it! Touchdown, Pirates! With that, now a two-point conversion away from triple overtime.
Number 10.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
They've got to get it in on the two-point try to force a third overtime. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score.
The drama built throughout this game, memorable plays, and then finally the gut-wrenching loss at the end in overtime.
This coaching staff is going to look back at the overtime, and they're going to wish they had called some different plays. They had some things set up, but ultimately, with games like this, they come down to the wire. You got to be able to dial up plays to win. I don't think this coaching staff did a great job.
And it's so frustrating to get to this point and make enough plays to be in the game, to come up short in overtime. I'd almost rather get blown out or this game decided in regulation. Just very frustrating to lose a game, especially like this in OT.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.